We're here with Russ Hellickson on the final day of wrestling at the Olympic venue here in London. Russ, your impressions of this Olympics and being part of the Olympic broadcasting staff here at the Games.
The Olympics have always been a very special thing to me. I did all the coverage after 84 to 2004 for ABC and NBC, and then I kind of got sick of doing that, and I missed 2008. And when I got back here now, I realized how special this place is. You got people that are trying to achieve the ultimate dream in their sport, and it's pure. Even though we got more professional athletes now than we ever had, I think the joy is very, very real when someone wins here. It's different than professional athletes. And when somebody loses when they've been expecting to win, it's pretty brutal. But that's the nature of what the sport is, and I think that's what makes this such a special place.
Now, what's your role, Ben? You're one of the spotters, I believe,
we basically provide a clean, clear audio-video feed out to the rest of the world. So any country that wants to pick up any match in the Olympics and put their own commentators on it can do so. So we give them the replays, and we give them all the introduction, but they do it. We put the graphics on and all that, and make sure that we're playing the stuff they'd be interested in, send it back, and that's pretty much it.
Now, you were an announcer so long, doing the television. You feel like maybe during some matches you want to call it a little bit?
Yeah, I do a little bit of it, but not a lot. I do a little bit of kind of goofing around, but nothing goes out from our audio or anything. But I try to let them know when big moves are and what's going on. Yeah, I miss it a little bit, but I did that long enough. It was a great gig for all those years that I did it, but this has kind of been more enjoyable. I get to watch all the wrestling, and when I first came in here, I was a little upset with the rules, but I think the freestyle, I think the ball draw is less of a factor here than it was maybe a year ago. I think it's changing. I think people are trying to avoid it because I think they're realizing it's a terrible way to decide who the champion's going to be.
Yeah, now tell your thoughts about the American champion. We had, you've seen a lot of gold medal performances, and we had Jordan Burroughs do a nice job the other night. What are your thoughts about him?
Impressive. He is such a nice kid, but he's got so much talent, and he can tell he wants to win. He doesn't leave it up to chance. He gets the job done. Very powerful, very explosive.
And thoughts of the city of London? You get a chance to see it any?
Well, I've been in London quite a few times, and of course my wife Nancy's been here about 7 times. She loves this place.
Yeah.
Goes to plays, does a lot of shopping, sees all the palaces and castles. She loves it, and I love the city. I think it's a great place to be. It's a great place to have the Olympics, and I think people who come here enjoy not only the Olympics and the athletes and the fans, but the city and the country itself. It's been nice.
So how's retirement?
It's great. I started out as a farm kid, and a farmer, and I got to be a wrestler and a coach for 36 years, and now I'm a grandpa. And when I retired in 2006, I really put my time in. I've got 8 grandkids, 6 and under, 2 sets of twins, and I like taking care of them. It's a great change. I don't necessarily miss all the ins and outs of coaching. I miss the kids, the people, but I really enjoy kind of being relaxed, having my own schedule.
Well, it probably was good to get a little bit of wrestling this week for you, right? I mean, get around the different people that you hadn't seen in a while.
Yeah, and the feel of people, there are people that go back into the 70s, you see them all the time. Wrestling is one of the greatest things I was ever in. It's a marvelous experience. I enjoyed it as an athlete. I enjoyed it as a coach. I think you get to know people on a real intense basis. You bare your soul as a wrestler, and you get to share it with another individual. And I think you see that same thing replayed here time and time again with athletes when they win, and what goes down. It's a special activity that the memories last a lifetime.
Thank you so much, Russ. Great to see you, man.